Okay. I'm back again. Happy afternoon, 2:44 p.m. US Central Time. Welcome to everyone waiting in YouTube chat. We are on the usual 10-second delay, so let me know if things look and sound okay. I did install this new microphone a couple days ago. Got the Shure SM7B. Welcome to Big MC, first in Twitch chat. Evergreen Emperor, welcome back. Welcome to Dan Smith, Colin Lee, Alan James. It's always interesting. People on Twitch have their usernames. People on YouTube have a lot more just real names. Harry French. So I think I have time for one warm-up game, at least. Maybe two. Let's hop in the pool. I did raise my rating a little bit earlier, up to 2832. Had some fun games earlier. I did score a 7.5 out of 11. Who's this? Kuzel, okay. Okay, we have some kind of opening. Not exactly sure what this can be called. I'm going to play G3. Maybe a little bit slow, but Black has to spend time moving the knight. This bishop's misplaced. Should be on E3. Rook E1. Did I blunder? I have this. Bishop G5. F4. This is defended. I'm trying to hold things together here. Probably Queen D2 and Rook AD1. Get off the D file. Some idea of knight F5. I really want to play bishop E3. Take. Let's try it. Yeah, if takes, I have 96 in the end, I think. Oh, my knight's hanging. Yeah. Okay, opponent doesn't punish me. Should be okay now. Maybe I should have taken first. Wow. Take. Wasn't sure. Time is becoming more relevant. Bishop's restricted. The bishop will come back to f1. Bishop's so bad right now. Preventing d4. That's a good move. Do I have b4? He taken b4. There's knight a6. Ay, ay, ay. I just blundered a pawn. Opponent misses it though. It's still not looking good. H4 the right moment? If takes, it's checkmate. Ugh. No, it's not checkmate. I'm in deep, deep trouble. I had some hope at the very end, but like around here, I was beginning to have some hope. I had to play knight h2 probably. It's still probably losing. Yeah. Okay. That's a warm-up. Thank you, Say. Happy 2 months. Oh, who says, was on a massive losing streak while you were away, but now you're back. I'm on a massive winning streak. I think it might be you giving me positive energy. Okay, well, hopefully the positive energy goes all around to everyone. That's nice to hear. Okay, I'm going to take some time to calm down. Try and catch up with the chatter. Lost some rating there. Probably should analyze the opening. Knight h5. It's funny, one of the top moves is bishop c1. Bishop c1 is the best move and the second best move, according to Stockfish. That's how good it is. Sometimes whatever chess.com engine can be buggy. This is Stockfish, right? Stockfish light. Pretty low depth Stockfish. I guess this could just transpose into like a more typical main line. See the comment from Lustin14. Thank you for the 1 month free chess mood. Yeah, you're very welcome. For those that are not already aware, I have the graphic above my head. Chess Mood is unlocking full access for the month of June. You can click the link in Is it in? It's a command in Twitch chat. It's also just chessmove.com/Rosen. What tea are you drinking today? It is the purest form of tea, just water. I had some black tea earlier. Actually, some mate tea. It was pretty good. It helped wake me up for the first title Tuesday. First title Tuesday went well. I scored 7.5. I think I had one big upset over Liam Putnam, and then had some nice draw at the very end of a very bad position. So, there's no more time for another warm-up game. But there's time to do maybe a bit more analysis. I did like my position until the end game. This line, it's very typical for white to have a small edge. Yeah, there was some debate here between this or this. Maybe bishop g3 is more natural, but I wanted to align with the queen. And there were tactics like if takes, I have 96 and this wins material. And at first this looked good, but I guess it changes the structure in black's favor. There's no reason to force matters. Pawn f4, not a move I would consider. Looks so counterintuitive to isolate the pawn and makes the diagonal vulnerable. I guess a king would move over. Eventually the f-file could be useful. H6 is a target. Okay, that's hard to judge. Thank you, Dusty Lols. Happy 7 months. I see the question from Dallas H in YouTube chat. 28-23, is this Eric's highest? It's not. I just lost this game. What was I? I was 28-32 before this game. A few months ago, I had broken 2900, but it's very brief. So I'm about 80 points away from my peak. So I think I will probably stick with my main repertoire today. Usually with Title Tuesday, I try and stick with openings I'm the most comfortable with. So I don't take too many opening requests. I do see a request from Kevin Finch to play Queen's Gambit as white. I've been happy with my London prep. In future streams, I'm more likely to take opening requests. But I do satisfy opening requests for openings that I would play anyway. Like Cambridge Springs is well within my repertoire. If I get really tilted, maybe I'll have a Stafford Gambit. So tournament starts in less than 2 minutes. Hikaru is fresh off beating Gukash in Norway. Might as well try and win some more cash today in Title Tuesday. No sign of Magnus or Fabiano. Fabiano had a crazy game today against Arjun. I was watching the finish to it. Very depressing for Fabiano. Does Carlsen still play London? I think Carlsen just rolls dice and then decides which first move to play based on his dice roll. So maybe London will be featured once in a while, but his openings are kind of random, at least with online play. How long would it take you to gain 80 points at your level? I mean, in chess.com on Blitz, that can take a few hours. It can also take an hour to lose 80 points. So, but I've had days where I grind Blitz, more so off stream, where I'll fluctuate like 50 to 100 points gain or loss. Sometimes when I play off stream, I take it more seriously. I spend time like analyzing my openings a bit more deeply. All right, let's get ready. Game start in a few seconds. I'm hiding chat from my end. Here we go. London opening time. Thank you, Greta P. Appreciate the bits. Okay, we have this line. Yeah, this is something I'm usually happy to go into. A lot of players are not prepared for knight c3. I've not played this opponent before, which is good. So this might be the first time my opponent's encountering this line. So take and take. So there's queen a5 or queen takes d1. Yeah, queen a5 runs into b4. So this is a main line. Black should take here. Otherwise, I mean, bishop b5 is a pretty deadly threat. Or taking and then bishop b5. And I'm threatening mate. I've had this position a good number of times recently. I had a very nice quick win against Sam Shankland from this position about a month ago. Yeah, bishop b7 ensures I can't play bishop a6. h4 is still prep. It's clear my opponent's not prepared. And this is actually a blunder because after rook h3, there's not really a great way for black to... Or is there? I think rook c8, I just played bishop a5. Wait, there's also rook d3. Okay, I have to slow down. Rook d3, f6. Check. Yeah, I think just bishop a5. This is very similar to the Sam Shankland game, where rook b3 is still pretty lethal. Because bishop a8 and then bishop a6, and the rook is trapped. It's a pretty beautiful opening trap. Like one of these traps a lot of title players walk into. If rook b8, I have... Actually, I have rook takes b7, because d8 needs to be defended. I think it's completely winning. I'm not seeing a defense for black. Even to like somehow give away the exchange. I think I win a full piece at the very least. I'm trying to remember if this is a transposition to the Shankland game. I think it might be. Because Shankland like played rook c8 first and then took and eventually allowed rook b3. I guess bishop a3 is coming, but I have rook b3 back. I should probably take the pawn. Okay, opponent will play on down a piece. Let's be solid. Maybe want to infiltrate on the b file. Knight g4, I have knight h3. Good take and then fork. Kind of want to keep rooks on the board though. Repeat once and go back. Probably set up this, or 95. Here's this weird knight h3 move. Bishop c4. Bishop c4 looks nice. Oh, but then check. Okay, let's play this. Invade again. Get the bishop to somewhere more useful. Take the pawn. Okay, went on time. Took some patience towards the end there. But nice opening, really decided by opening preparation. This pretty sweet h4 trap. This is totally the engine's influence on my opening preparation. Because at first when you turn on like eval and the lines, it seems close to equal. H4 is maybe not objectively the best move. Engine slightly prefers this. But h4 is definitely the trickiest. The rook lift is so easy to miss. Yeah, as we see, rook h3 and white's already much better. Bishop a5. I briefly considered this, but this doesn't really work because... Oh, because black can queen. I was calculating f6, but yeah, this is not mating because my rook is pinned. I can't legally play rook takes d8 checkmate. Yeah, I rejected it because f6 also is playable, but bishop a5 first, and yeah, just to show bishop a8, bishop a6, and the rook is completely trapped. It's pretty rare that you can play a rook lift so early where it's like so effective, but it's kind of a unique case with the fact that the whole third rank is clear for white and that the b file is very important to get to. What should black play after h4? I think knight f6 is probably the most standard move. And then I would still play rook h3 because if takes, it just basically is the same thing. And then black should play e6 and just prioritize development. And then I can't take with the rook because bishop b4. Actually, bishop a5 is best. Provoke takes. Oh, still rook a3. Oh, wow. I don't think I was... Okay, this line maybe I've reviewed like once, but I actually didn't realize that it's always a mistake for black to take on b2. That's kind of cool. There's another trap here if knight d5, which looks natural. There's rook takes d5. Because this is a nice mating pattern. Two bishops are too strong. Knight d7. I miss a fork. Oh, yeah, I think I missed a fork. Knight d7 would have been the simplest. I was so preoccupied about this stuff. I was calculating like this, lose f2, win e6. But yeah, this would have been very simple. Good spot. Good job to everyone who spotted that. Namkol is asking, will you play any chess mood recommendations? I do wanna prepare, like, the whole chess move repertoire and maybe play it for a future Title Tuesday this month. Um, but my current repertoire, what do I play? I think that the main chess move I'll play with my current repertoire is Sicilian Accelerated Dragon. Um, yeah, with white, they have a whole extensive e4 repertoire, but I'm still happy playing London. I do want to look at their repertoire against d4's black. They have some interesting things. They have a whole course on the Banco Gambit, which would definitely align with my style in Blitz. There's a question from Dallas H. How do you compare playing to get better versus taking courses versus lessons on YouTube? Let me answer that later because another game is happening. My general answer is it's good to have a mix of different things between playing, studying, watching videos or commentary. Sometimes it's about how you learn and improve best. And a big part of getting better at anything in life is actually self-awareness and understanding what works for you and what doesn't work. Okay, C6. Hey, thank you, Anna Maya, for the raid. If you're just joining, it's Title Tuesday. I don't have chat open, but welcome to everyone tuning in. Still opening prep for me. This more aggressive line of the QGD. I actually had this, the very first game I played today on stream was against Evgeny Nair, strong GM. He played Queen D2 and then went for this plan. Queen C2 is more common, setting up this idea. I'm actually wondering if my opponent's like maybe somewhat prepared. We'll see here. There's a move that white should play here, which only players who are well prepared know. It's good my opponent's taking time. Of course, E4 looks like the critical line. Center's under fire. Okay, this move I don't think I've studied before. Yeah, this is new territory. I don't immediately see what to do. I know this is not the top engine line for white, so it should be okay for black. But why? Take. Might maybe take in C5. E5 take. Looks risky, but I have C5 immediately too. Maybe C5 immediately hangs D5. Okay, let's try this. And it allows some knight B5. The main point is if E5 I take, and it's some weird trade, which I think I'm okay in the end, because I'll have the bishop pair. Pretty open position. And it does look scary with the file, the pawns. It's a big question if the pawns are strong or targets. I'm threatening to take, and bishop c5. And there's this, but I think I win a pawn in the end. And again, takes. There is takes here. Takes on b2. Oh, I forgot about bishop h7 check. Oh dear. White keeps some initiative, but it's probably okay. King h8, take and... Oh, is white mating me? Rook f7? Can I hide? Welcome back, Z Nation. This is terrifying. Think about rook f7. I do have king h8 to consider. If somehow it's mating, which it might be, but it might not be. That might force a draw, like take. Might just play king h8, because white's probably calculating all these lines. Rook f7. Knight c3, okay, that's a good sign. Bishop e6. I have options. Knight e4 is coming if bishop e6. Then bishop e5. Okay, what to do? Have to keep tension. Bishop c4. I want to get my queen to e5 ASAP. Crazy move. I think it's okay though, because I have queen d4 check. I think mate. Okay. I employed a risky strategy there of trying to keep things as complicated as possible, given my opponent's time situation. Like this move leaves my bishop undefended, this move leaves my queen exploitable, but it's not clear how white actually exploits these pieces. And I have all these potential threats of my own. So I'm happy to come out alive there. Yeah, I'm not sure. Like if my opponent took on f7, I'm still not sure if I was gonna take the rook or play king h8. Because if I take, it's very close to at least perpetual for white. Like if I want to run, I have to walk my king to e6 and probably to d5. I would be up a rook, so it's very hard to judge. Let's check with engine. Stockfish will know best. Black is a bit better. Ah, but rook f1 first. Oh, king h8 is completely losing because, wait, what? Bishop e5. Oh, but queen h6. I can't attack because then bishop g6 cuts off the 6th rank. Okay. I would have to take... Ah, then I play king e7 immediately and just allow this. And black is actually winning here because I'm not getting mated and I'm up a rook. What a crazy position. Play better the whole game? So there's a really, really nice trap line here. First of all, the best move is f4, but f4 is very unnatural, and most players who don't know this won't find f4. E4 looks more natural. And the trappy line is knight takes e4. This is already like nearly winning for black. Takes and then takes h3. Black sacked a piece, but has a monster attack. And there's a very nice line, e5, rook takes e5. I had this once in a speed chess championship. I'm not a GM against Kashinskaya. And this is winning for black. King here. Here it's checkmate. If here, then just takes. And white can maybe survive, but black has so much material. So, 2 out of 2. Oh, forgot to update my score. 2 out of 2. Okay. There we go. What happened to I'm Not a GM? I think they had it last December. I didn't play in it though. I was actually invited to commentate, but then I went to Singapore and I was busy. I won the previous edition, so it was 2023. I think around June, I beat Canty in the finals. Oh, playing Bluebaum, okay. Here we go. Bluebaum is super strong. I'll play d4. He always has something new against my London. He might play c5 here. Yeah, he's playing this one. He's going to play this, but yeah. I was preparing this specifically for him, too. I forget what to do. I think I'm supposed to just play naturally. There's bishop b5 if I want to be fancy. Then 97. No, Fabiano had a game against Tari with knight h6. I already mess up. I have to take. I'm getting out prepared. I knew it was coming too, but okay, c4 maybe. c4 knight b4. Dear. Knight d4. Maybe it's okay. Queen b3. No, queen b3 hangs a thing. Queen c1. Just want a playable position. Now I'm getting a sense of how it feels to be on the receiving end of opening prep. Bishop e2. Just takes and bishop e5. This looks playable. I could even take. Feels wrong to castle, but bishop b5 is coming. Should have maybe been more flexible with that knight. E4 idea. This is very playable. F3 coming. Missed that. Take 5. Losing a pawn. E5 doesn't work. Not quite what I want. Pawn's going far too. At least I have this. Thank you, Axer Typo, for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Shout out to Josh. Probably doing some Scrabble. If you're just joining, I'm in a difficult spot. I'm down a pawn. Life is slightly annoying. King will come to the center though. A good move. Maybe I can target the C pawn. Hmm. Three. Looks very, very shaky. If I get the knight to c3, maybe it's okay. Knights are good blockaders. Stand my ground. Trading is an offer I can't refuse. Blockade with my king. The bishop ever get to g2? It's gonna be a long torture. Can wait with my king actually. Wait with my knight. I think it's a draw. Black almost over pushed. Yeah, it's not winning, right? Okay, that was a good hold. That was a good hold. Was I winning? Oh, 95 is winning. Ah, because I can come back. But that's hard to... That's really hard. How is this winning? H4. It's almost stalemate. Knight G4. It's like some study-like endgame. It's winning because of knight F1, and then not taking the pawn, but knight D2. There's no way I'm finding that with 3 seconds left. GG though. GG. I'm happy to have survived. I had played Bluebaum in this line, I think last time I took. I need a better weapon against this. Like I spent half hour to hour like analyzing options for white. I forget what Fabiano played. I think he played Bishop G3. There was a game between Fabiano and I think Ari and Tari. Featured some knight H6. Anyway, I'm undefeated so far. 2.5 out of 3. My first time drawing Bluebaum? It is. I've lost 7 times to Bluebaum. 1 draw. Let's go. I always thought the green number was a number that like are my wins, but it says verse Iron Rosen. Okay. Okay. So, and that was a long game. I don't think we're going to have too much time before the next one. Turning on my fan. It's getting hot in here. I bought a swamp cooler fan a few days ago. I set it up yesterday. It's a fan that takes, like, it has a water tank. You put ice in it, and it's supposed to blow cooler air. But unfortunately, it's a little bit too loud to like have in my room next to me with it being on. So I'm using a smaller tabletop fan, a bit more silent. Okay, moving on. Here we go. Laying down. Another London. This is my 3rd white game out of 4 games. Okay, I had this position earlier. I'm supposed to take with this pawn. I do have to be careful here. Like bishop G3. Maybe this bishop G3. If takes, I hit H7. Not actually losing a pawn. We need 2. Provoke F5. Oh, there's F6. But the knights... Ooh, what's happening? Am I getting trapped? I may have blundered. Knight G4 is not the move I want to play. Okay, Knight G4. F5, I return F4, I go there. I think I have to try it. Oh, actually, F5 I take. Wait, what's happening? I think I have Queen E5. Trusting my instincts. And there's takes and takes, but that should be fine for me. The idea is to take f5, queen e5, queen b6, knight e3, queen b2, castle, queen c3, queen d6. There's something better. So f5, queen e5, queen b6, knight e3, queen b2, castle, queen c3, queen d6. If I'm winning a piece there, then black can't take on c3. I am currently up a pawn. And there's this, I retreat. Maybe there's bishop e5. We have this. My queen is a bit stuck, but okay, there's always queen c5, worst case. Yeah, this is a whole calculation. Queen c3 I would fork. It is equal material. Rook b1. Queen c6 is coming. d5. Knight g6. Yeah, this is risky, but let's go for it. Oh, there's queen d6 as well. Maybe that's the way to go. Okay, let's just play it safe. I was thinking knight a5 initially. But the two knights are going to be working well together. c4. A lot of easy moves. It's a bit less easy for black. Rook c4 might be a threat. Bishop could easily get stuck. I want to include this and probably f3. Just restrict the knight. Rook c4. Keep the tension. Ooh. Up take f5. I have 7. Knight. This knight f7. What's happening? So fortunate. Oh, wait, that. This move. Oh, it's not mate. Ugh. No. Got the bishop covers e8. I'm so sad. Hang on, rook 2. I'm so sad. Oh, it's such a good game until I blundered. I think I celebrated prematurely too. I thought I was just winning here because I calculated rook f6, take, and then rook c8, and I'm winning the bishop. But knight d3 back, and it's not simple. I should probably play rook b1, and the rook is completely dominated. I went for the counterattack. Enough time to what to do. We're on a break. Rook b1 should be winning. It's incredible, but the only safe square, I think, is rook a8. But then I play rook g7, and I have a mating attack. That's a maiden 2 threat. That's completely winning. How does black defend here? Knight e5 take here. I don't have knight f7 mate, but white's up a pawn with a great position. When I play rook e3, it's still better, but then I really blundered. I thought I was being clever threatening this, but it's not a threat. Board vision. And it's so unfortunate because black takes my knight and defends our knight. But I should have just taken. Oh, I win the pawn. Okay, GG. Probably several lessons to take away from this game. Let's check the opening. Queen c2 slightly preferred. Queen e2 is still playable. Oh, this is bad for me, but why? Queen a6. Queen b6 is also better for black. Okay, it's hard to play accurately as black. Apparently knight g6 is better. But queen a6 would prevent me from castling. Knight e3, then knight g6, and black has initiative. Only safe square, and then rook c8. Wow. But yeah, what happened in the game, like once we traded queens, it was very pleasant for white. I had c6. Oh, c6 would be crushing. Because after takes c7 is unstoppable. What to do? And this I thought was good in the moment, but why is this bad? Rook takes d8. Oh, I just lose back material. Okay. Okay. Let me find the break timer. Still calming down from that game. 3 minutes and about 45 seconds until next game. This is weird. The standings all say 0 out of 0. Oh, now they're updated. Okay. So a lot of players with 4 points. Andrew Tang and Naroditsky. Levon Aronian, who won earlier title Tuesday, has 3 out of 4. Jobava London time. I had one, I guess you could call it Jobava London. I had one game with this line, knight c3. I only played knight c3, or only played Jobava London against certain move orders. So this is one of them. I also play it against knight f6 and g6. This is probably the most common way I get Jobava London. But with black committed to g6, I like the lines where white goes for h4. There's another case where if e6, like this, I like to play knight c3. I don't think I would consider this Jobava London, though. This is just a tricky London line. But still, like, maybe delayed Jobava London. There's a question, what's the prize for winners of TT? I think top 5 win cash. I'm pretty sure first place is like $1,000. Fifth place might be like 200. There's a question about chess mood. Is it like Chessable? Yeah, both Chessmood and Chessable are online learning platforms. Chessmood has a very different model compared to Chessable, where it's membership based. And when you're a member, you have access to everything on the site. And it's more, say, Chessmood is more video courses rather than like opening repertoires. But yeah, we do have the ongoing promotion, chessmood.com/Rosen, to get free membership to Chessmood for the month of June. If you want to learn openings on Chessmood, they do have their recommended openings for beginner players, but also for very high level players too. There's a question, do you have any future event plans? I'm not sure when my next like big event will be. I have been playing some of the recent local Blitz tournaments at the St. Louis Chess Club, trying to stay somewhat sharp with in-person chess. It would be cool to play the World Rapid and Blitz again. Okay, moving on. So this is a Barman variation with e3. a3, I should know what to do here. I think I just take and I could also play b6, I guess. We'll have this line. Taking in c5 is likely coming. Okay, this I'm usually pretty happy to get. Rook e8. Knight e4 probably. Take knight d2, f5. Super clear. e4 is not really a threat though. Play rook c8 first. Just want to see what white does. I'm going to repeat. I might go for h6. Okay, b4. Take. Okay, this should be a better version with a queen on e2. Take a knight d2. I have f5. Down a little bit of time. Got this typical so-called Pillsbury attack setup. Hmm. I'm not sure if my king is safer here or here. X-ray vision on the long diagonal is not too dangerous yet. Probably g6, f3. G5. Maybe the queen will go to h6. f4, that's surprising, but it's playable. Knight's coming to e5. Not sure how to deal with this. I'll go for this in a5 maybe. Try and play on the queen side a little bit. Allow some knight b5, but white has to react. Maybe take an a4. Oh, but then I win a pawn. c7's attacked. Take. I take on a3 hitting the bishop. Should be okay. Take. It's getting messy. Getting real messy. c7, take e1. Rook a2 if queen takes. Queen b4 even. Trying to set up rook a2. Queen is tied down to two things. Rook c1 likely coming. Rook c1, rook a1. Yeah, the knights should be better than the bishops. This bishop is very bad. Good move. Take. Calculating. Yeah, let's just go for it. I'm not sure about this. Takes and rook a2. At least it will hopefully slow white down. Rooks are no longer on the board. I have passed b pawn. King should be on h7. Not quite what I want. Attacking something. which is worse. Maybe it's holdable. Coming back. I should just draw. There's no... Okay. There's no winning chances. Like, white just moves the bishop around. I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll try king g4, but white can just keep waiting. It's a complete fortress. My pawns are fixed on light squares. Okay. 3 out of 5. I was maybe in trouble at some point there. I mean, I was down a pawn after the queen trade. I thought I should have been better at some point, especially like with the knight, with the 2 knights against the 2 bishops. Okay, engine says this was best. I was calculating rook a2. I thought I win back the piece. Apparently white has a quicker attack. Queen takes b2. This is force mate? For who? For, oh, f5 hangs. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of deadly then. White did not call my bluff. Okay, moving on. Here we go again. Oh, we're going to have the same line. I didn't have a chance to analyze the opening. I do like the position I got. A3 last game. This is actually going into something very similar. Bishop e2 is a little bit more passive though. Usually bishop d3 is preferred. But this is going to be very, very similar. Maybe queen e6. Can't actually achieve knight e4 so easily. Queen e6. Over defend. Bishop d3, I'm not sure if I'm actually playing knight e4. If I get the chance, I probably want to play queen f5, which is no longer possible. And there's queen g4. Let's try it. Not really taking much risk, I don't think. Queen can slide back here. I overdefend this, so knight e4 becomes more possible. And sometimes with the pawn committed to h3, there's more attacking potential or sacking potential. this is also harder to achieve. Knight f4 is played. Queen f5 or takes? Some issue with the c file. Queen f5, g4, queen f6. It looks risky, but I think this is the way to go. I really don't want to give away this bishop. It's so valuable. If I take, there are too many issues with pawn on c7. So self-pin. Channeling my inner Dingleren. I'm threatening to take, probably just to win the pawn and defend. Another key point is if g4, queen f6, the knight is pinned to the other knight. Okay, I attack this thing. Taking doesn't work. Wow. g5 with a fork? g5, knight h5, queen h6. Oh, it's so complicated. Okay. Queen e6. Knight d2 ideas. I think queen e6 is the way to go. Bishop c4, knight d2. Takes e4, takes. Oh, takes. It's checkmate on h1. It's kind of funny. There's so much happening here. I'm threatening this, and this. Knight d2. There's knight takes e7. Then maybe I take on h3, threatening mate and still threatening the queen. Any knight check, I just take. Yeah, this is a triple fork. But this is also still hanging. This is vulnerable. The king is also vulnerable. And now I take on h3. It's a crazy position, but I think black is just crushing now. King f8. Like, it doesn't matter that both my rooks are attacked. What matters is the queen's attacked and I'm threatening mate in 1. I think the majority of things are hanging in this position. Like both rooks, the knight, the queen, the other rook, white's king. Yeah, there's a few spike checks. Oh, there's that. Just keep the game going. What do I take now? I should take the queen. Let's just get rid of everything. Take the rook, actually, threatening mate in 1. Kudos to white for fighting, though. It's material. Bishop's pinned to the pawn. Okay, that was a fun game. I enjoyed that one. Yeah, I really didn't think white was gonna fight for as long as they did. Bishop d5, definitely the best try. So going back, queen f5, I was maybe in a little bit of trouble. Knight e5 best move. It's a hard move to play though, because yeah, e5's attacked more times than it's defended. I guess f3 is super strong threat. Okay, so I'm 4 out of 6. Trying to cool down before the next game starts. That was round 6, so a few games going. There's a question. I clicked your link to sign up for Chessmood, not sure what to do next. I take it it's free until you choose. So you don't have to submit any payment info. If you sign up through the link, you put in your email, you confirm your email, and you get access to all their courses through the end of June. So yeah, basically free membership. If you're not sure what courses to start with, I can recommend the rating booster series for most people. If you're rated below 2000, it covers more general principles, tactics, and strategy. And the goal of those courses are to boost your rating to 2000. But the opening repertoire courses are also quite good, quite thorough. Okay, these games are wrapping up. 2 games left in the round. Ooh. Ooh, this is a fun position. It's a mad rook. Can white escape? Rook e7. White's winning. Black had hope, though. Nice username. Yeah, white found the escape to unstalemate black. Okay, this is the final game of the round. Classic draw. There's no tricks that black can really try here. The one attempt is rook h2 and g2, but then that loses to rook a3. So there's a question if the courses are good for OTB. Yeah, if you're a serious tournament player, then I think serious tournament players will probably get the most value from Chessmood. Okay, let's focus. Let's play d4. Hiding all the chats. I'm playing down again. Queen d2. Have I played this player before? I have 3 times before. Castling. This is covered in Neredzitsky's Jovava London course. I forget the move order though. I think it's castling first. If ever it takes, the battery opens up. I assume king b1. I know there's some a3 at some point. King b1 is usually can't go wrong by playing. Now probably f3 or g4. There's knight b4. Oof. I have e4 and g4, so e4. Just realizing that doesn't work at all. I might have to play bishop d3. Takes. Yeah, let's just play this. Takes c4. I have e4. I might wind up with double isolated d-pawns, like take and take and take and take. But then at least my king is safe and g4 and this stuff can come. Again, I do want to like open the battery for the queen and bishop to attack. Okay, g4. There's options here. 92. Let's just play normal moves. 92. e5 might be coming. The b5, g5, b4. Oh, that's smart. The b5 I have knight d5. I'll be up a pawn. So this cuts off the defense and allows me to take. Black wants to attack. Bishop h6, bishop h8. Start with it. Almost bishop f8. Not quite though. Knight f4. You just knight. Bring the knight back to help defend. Also allowing for queen h2. Maybe queen h2 and then bishop f8. Queen c7, I have bishop f4. h2. Some ideas of bishop d2 to threaten this and this. Bishop f8 a threat. Take, knight g8, rook h7. It's good. Bishop d2. I'll take with pawn probably. I'm up material now. Still safe, I think. I probably should have traded there. I want to attack. Attacking's probably fine too. A pawn pushes, I'll just play king a1. I still have this idea. Bishop f8. Forgot about that. c5. Let's play this. Threatening mate. Threatening to take and mate. Take, check there. Not quite winning. Gain some time. This should be winning now. Just take. Then G5. Get ready for it. Oh no, my queen. Okay. A nice finish. Took some time to set that up. Took a while to get the triple battery, but it was well worth the patience. That was a fun game. Yeah, these lines can be very, very sharp. I've had games in the past where I've got crushed by this line, like, pretty quickly. I may have misplayed the opening by allowing this. Maybe I had rook c1 too. I didn't consider rook c1. Bishop d3 is best. Just gonna check my opening play. Okay, yeah, a3 is probably what Naroditsky recommends. Like, he goes pretty deep in his course. Bortnik too. It's their shared course, like sharing all their deep Jobava London prep. Thank you, Atari Pepe. Appreciate the bits. So, that was round 7. I'm 5 out of 7. Good score. I'll probably play up next game. Yeah, move 7 when the H file opened. I was already dreaming of the triple battery queen sacrifice checkmate. It took about 30 moves to get there. So we'll have one more game and then a break after round 8. Hans is on top. Actually, there's a 3-way tie for first. 6.5 points. I'm tied for top 30. 40th on tie breaks. Yeah, almost certainly we'll play someone very strong next game. Is Hikaru playing? I'm not seeing Hikaru. Oh, here he is. I am seeing him. He is 6 out of 7. So I'm a point behind Hikaru. Yeah, Faruja. A lot of strong players. Did I have a more efficient win? Did you have queen takes bishop? Not sure. Oh, I did have queen takes bishop, actually. Yeah. Yeah, this is actually more efficient. Takes and then here and then mates. Yeah, nice spot. G5 is also horse mate. Okay, moving on. Here we go. I was briefly mentioning this earlier. This is one move where I play a delayed Jobava London. White should be better, but yeah, sometimes these lines get tricky. Knight g5. Queen f6, I have bishop c4, knight b4, take. This should already be quite nice for white. No time off my clock. Yeah, I was calculating bishop d4, knight b4, take, take, take. But then I castle, I hit d6. That should be fine. Let's go for this. We got knight b4, take, 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 king e7, castle, h6, bishop d6. Also, basically preventing bishop e6 because then I win a pawn. There's knight d8, maybe the best try. And I'll have multiple options. Knight d8, maybe knight e4. Knight e4, take b2. Maybe just castle. Yeah, knight d8 castling looks nice. Okay, so h6 and c2 are threats, but... Oh, is there king f6? I didn't calculate further enough. I have bishop b3 as well. Castle h6, bishop d6, king f6. Take? Oh, it's so complicated. Take, rook takes, rook d6. King e7. Bishop b3, c4, a3. That's not what I want. I have an idea. I have an idea. I'd still go for this. c4 here. Take king d2, knight a1, knight f7, rook g8. And I take. a3 probably. It's still tricky. Up a pawn. e4 is coming. At bishop a4. Okay, this should be fine. e4, bishop a4, b5, then I take. If knight c6, I can take. It got tricky. Actually don't know if I want to take. Maybe just c3. Probably just c3. Castles ASAP. Bishop c2. There's also taking. There's knight f3. There's e4. e4, d4. Go for the trade. Oh no! I can't believe I did that. I can't believe it. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. So sad. Oh, I'm so sad. I just dropped my thing. I played F3. Never play F3. I didn't want to repeat moves. Maybe I should play F4. I should just push the pawn, like, far. Oh, that really hurts. Opponent blundered back the bishop too, but it's probably still losing. Unless do I have... I don't think there's any way to hold this. My king's cut off. Yeah, it's still losing. What to do? How big is his advantage? Yeah, just F4, it should be winning. I didn't want to commit my pawn to our dark square, but when you put a pawn on a dark square, the next step is to put it on a light square. Such a great opening too, like, you know, winning within 10 moves. Oh, best move queen e4. I didn't consider. I kind of just tunneled into queen f7. And it's still better for white. I'm up a pawn here. Oh, I didn't consider take, and c3. Oh, that's devious. I thought if I go into this, I'd wind up with triple pawns. But c3 is a great way to stabilize a pawn structure and probably eventually win this pawn. Knight will come to d4, and then white's up 2 pawns. Okay, it's turning into Tilted Tuesday. Eric, what is this title? I thought I was having a stroke reading it. Yeah, I didn't do my best at spelling Title Tuesday for the YouTube stream. I was kind of in a rush to get the stream scheduled. But hopefully people know what's happening today. I think it's spelled normally on Twitch. It's some experimental test to see which title pulls in more viewers. Let me know what I should title next week's Title Tuesday stream. I'm open to suggestions. It's sometimes hard with like the same tournament week after week. How do I get more creative with the titles? I could just title it the same thing every week. Anyway, I know, let me update the score. There's 3 more rounds. I could still like have a good finish. I could even still beat my score from earlier today. 5 out of 8. We got 2 minutes and some change until next game. How I won Title Tuesday. That might be hard to title without it being clickbait. Maybe how I won a few games in Title Tuesday. Just play Scrabble and call it Tiled Tuesday. That's a great idea. We should call squares tiles. Actually, no, we shouldn't. That would be slightly weird. Although I guess on some chessboards, like squares are tiles where you have to produce enough tiles to make a chessboard. Clickbait Tuesday. Oh, is there a super chat? Someone says RIP my super chat. How do I find it? Oh, Alberto Bacco with the €2 super chat. I wonder how you would perform in a GM exam. Like if a grandmaster examines me, or if I like take a written test to get my degree in grandmasterness. There is a site way back when called Elometer that would like give you a long test of chess positions, and then it would kind of measure your approximate rating. But I don't think that site exists. I have a video from years ago on my YouTube channel, probably 6 or 7 years ago. Okay, new game. Is it staff or gambit time? I'm so tilted from the last one. If e4, I'll play e5 and we'll have some fun. If d4, okay, I'll play my main repertoire. And g3. This is a slightly annoying opening. But basically, I'll just play reverse London and chill. Probably h6 sooner rather than later. Knight h4, bishop e4? Actually not sure after knight h4. But yeah, probably bishop e4 and then just trade. I could play knight e4 here. Honestly, not the most exciting position. Might trade some more after knight d2. Take, bishop e4, a3. F5 ideas, actually. Take and play f5. Some type of stonewall now. It is very committal. Trying to clamp down in the center and have a good bishop versus bad bishop. I do allow the knight to maybe come in, but maybe it's not so bad. The white wants to maybe break. I think it's probably worth trading. This could get very positional again. a3, take, knight f6. At least I'm playing quickly. Now e4 is very hard to achieve. Bishop's still not great. Maybe queen b6 coming. Queen b6, c5 could be an issue. There's a5. Trying to poke some holes in white structure. Probably have to play b6. Queen d6 maybe. Rook c8. Still have to improve a bit. Maybe g5 at some point. I could open the e-file. This is interesting. I think I do want to open e-file. And c6 is a target, but so is white's e-pawn. Rook on e6 is nice to defend and create the battery. F4. F4 bishop c1. C1 knight h4. That's probably okay. So force f4 basically. Don't think white has any other option. I can go back. I mean, f4 is not a positional move white wants to play. Oh, I have rook g6 actually. Wait, am I just winning? I said on knight f6, but f4 rook g6 is, I think, absolutely crushing. Yeah, like all the pieces just all of a sudden are targeting the king side. Doing very well on time. Win the queen. A few options here. Queen f4 is even an option. Or take. Take my time. Oh, I have queen g6 in the end. Okay. And this is the first thing I should have analyzed. Yeah. Okay. That was nice. Nice to have such a game after the previous one. Nice positional game too. The opening was really nothing special for either of us. Very calm position. I made this very committal decision to play f5, which sometimes backfires if white could open the e-file or if the knight comes here. But white never really found activity. And f4 was nice. Yeah, white's probably already in some trouble because like g4, rook e3, maybe g4 is best. Rook g1, hard to play. Okay. Thank you, Blunderboy. Happy 22 months. Thank you to everyone who I did not acknowledge. Thank you for all the good energy in chat. Hope everyone is having a nice Tuesday. There are 2 more games to go. Let me update the score. 6 out of 9. That was round 9? That was round 9. So I was on the score earlier in the first title Tuesday today. I finished with 7.5. I'll be on the cusp of playing up or down. Thank you to Dirtgy gifting to Greta Lapi. Appreciate that. What does the engine think about f5? Let's see. It's equal. f5 is actually the best move, according to Stockfish. Like, what else to do? f5, a5. Because white wants to play e4, so F5 just seemed like a nice way to clamp. And it's even more justified like once light square bishops are traded. Because with both of us having dark square bishops, I want my pawns on light squares. Thank you, Tom Kitching. Happy 42 months. A lot of nice comments in YouTube chat as well. It's been a long day of chess. I've been streaming for the last few days in a row. I have to be careful not to burn out too much, but I feel like I'm in pretty good form, apart from the occasional moments of tilt. I'm kind of losing my voice though. Oh, happy Wednesday to some people. Yeah, maybe parts of Europe, Asia, Australia, already experiencing tomorrow. Yeah, we can take a look at the standings. One game going. Oh, maybe not. So there's a four-way tie for first. Oh, Bluebaum, who I drew in round 3, I think, is tied for first. I'm partly responsible for him not having a perfect score. Thank you, Levin Parker, first time Prime. Yeah, friendly reminder, if you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free on Twitch. Easy way to support the channel, contribute to the hype train. Appreciate those who do. Okay, let me close my tabs here. There's still a game going? Nope. Okay, next game. Playing up. Here we go. I think this player is from Slovenia and not Japan. But that should not be my biggest concern right now. Let's keep playing opening prep. There's all these different move orders within this line, so here I have to take. Am I winning a pawn? Take on e4 first? Because I do hit the bishop in the end. I feel like I've studied this line at some point in the past. Oh, there's 92 or 94. Tickle the e-pawn. I am up a pawn here. Knight c4, there's... I get away with that, bishop e5. Queen c2 first. Queen b3 first. Attacking e6, bishop here. I'm calculating c4, bishop back. Queen c2, f5, b4. And it's a 4-on-2 majority. And the rook should really come in soon. The pawns are strong now. I don't think I mind bishop a4, just rook d1. Okay, that is kind of more scary. And just ignore it. Rook d1. That was actually very scary. If I take... I just take in rook e1. I want to put the rook on e3. b5 at my disposal at some point. Rook h4, probably rook g3. Get away with taking next. There's rook. Rook g4. Can I take the bishop? Oh, there's bishop g6. Knight d2 coming. Queen should be on e3 probably. Stressful position. h4, h3. I messed up. Oh, it's really sad. I went for maximum beauty with the 2 pawns. I've kind of missed my knight was hanging. I have any chances here? No, black's defending. I'm so sad again. 6 out of 10. What a game. I had my chances. I mean, there's no reason to sack the queen like that. Although, yeah, allowing rook d8 was not good. Even though it's still fine for white, I guess I can just allow takes. I have to find c7. It's hard to find with less than 10 seconds left. GG. Yeah, knight c6 was better. It feels so much more natural to take with pawn, though. Had a great opening, too. Just won the pawn. I think black just walked into a bad line. Take. It's all good for white. Yeah, all of that was engine approved. Okay, final game. No staff or gambit. Okay, I'll stick with my d4 repertoire. I have a collie of some sort. Kind of like a reverse barman variation. There was a request earlier for Queen's Gambit. I'm basically playing a reverse Queen's Gambit exchange variation. I have to watch out for this move. Probably knight here. Kind of like a reverse Cambridge Springs, too. But without the pawn tension, the 4th rank is not too venomous. But I still have to be careful. Taken bishop h5. Concerning knight b6. White might go for the trades. The trades would... Okay, never mind. Queen b6. Almost trapping the queen. It's kind of reminiscent of a good Caro-Kann or good French with the bishop outside the pawn chain. I'll go for knight c5. Thinking queen b6, bishop e3, take. Take. That's just a trade, though. Rook c8 or b6. Maybe b6. Not winning material. Queen d2. I trade bishops? Probably should. Um, I think a5 was necessary to prevent rook a6. It looks weakening, but b6 is defended. I might want to stick the bishop on e4. I have to watch out for this stuff. If g4, probably bishop e4. I'm ready to maybe try and trade queens and open the b file. These pawns are potential future snacks. There's also bishop c2. It's still a very lively position. Very important to manage time. Interesting. Take. G4 might be coming. Okay, this allows bishop c2. Really? Do I clamp down? It's clamping time. It does make the position easier to play. Where to put the bishop, though? c4, I guess. It's not ideal. There's this lingering idea of a3. I'll probably double up rooks on the file. The bishop on c4. Queen trade. Objectively, it's probably just equal. Oh, my rook's hanging, but white's rook hangs with check. Okay, that's so lucky. That's so lucky. Completely oblivious there. Wow. Got a3. I'm trying to push. Full control. Oops. I meant to take the pawn, but I missed. Okay. GG. That was a nice positional game. Nice way to finish the tournament. I finished with 7 points. Half point lower than earlier. But still a decent score. I may have lost a little bit of rating. Although I lost rating from the warm-up game I played. I think I broke even this tournament, actually. I have to go back in the VOD. I'm pretty sure I started around 28, 23. Do game review. Check my accuracy. If game review is working. No brilliant moves. 91.4 accuracy. I'll take that. Yeah, I was happy with 97. Sometimes it's easy to get into trouble if black allows such a move 95. So, tournament's over. Firouzja gets clear first. Wow. Didn't realize Firouzja was in the running. A lot of players with 9. Caro and Hans close behind. I see there was some questions in YouTube chat about how I'm able to leave chat open, but I am using the chess.com proctor software, as Extra Typo is explaining. So I do have permission from chess.com to have Twitch and YouTube chats open. Not for me to see, but for them to be accessible for viewers to chat with each other during my games. And I only look at chat between the rounds. So I'm going to wrap things up. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I'll be back in the future. I have posted a handful of speedrun episodes recently. The Tricks and Traps speedrun. Been playing a lot of fun gambits I don't usually play in Title Tuesday, so feel free to find those on YouTube, check those out. Again, if you want free membership to Chessmood for the whole month of June, link is above my head. Chessmood.com/Rosen. Get a lot of high quality video courses. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up. It's been a lot of chess today. Thanks again, everyone, for the good vibes, and especially those who supported. I'll be back soon. Adios.